Man, bro, when I was young, I used to think it was like a burden for me to just pay attention to everything so much. To want to have, something solid that lasts for years and shit. I thought it was a burden because everybody that I was around that was just telling me, like, why you do so much? Like, why you pay so much attention? Like, but it's like, why the fuck am I not? Why shouldn't I be? It's like that's a red flag now. When somebody say what, why you paying attention so much? Why you know like why you feel me? I don't know. Like, when you dealing with somebody, it's different. You come together as two people and you make an agreement that you gonna forever try to understand each other. You know, always I always looked at relationships like it should be like it's just gonna be me and this person. When I date, I only date one person. I can't do that. Like, just I don't want to. First of all, second of all, I can't. Like, it's like the focus is gonna be on one more than the other. You feel me? Like, it's just it's at a graduated state now. I used to just accept anything. Like, yeah, come on over. You seem cool. Not I don't want, like, and I wouldn't want to be in those situations. But it's like now I'm choosing what I want. And I don't care what I don't got nobody in my ear but God. You feel me? I don't got nobody in my ear but God and me. You feel me? So it's like I'm not accepting nothing less than who I am. For real. And it's a small few of people like that. You feel me? I ain't got time to babysit. I'm not raising you. I don't have no fucking kids. I say that shit all the time. I ain't got no fucking kids. I'm not raising anyone. I'm not gonna continually tell someone, do this, can you do this? Like, I ain't no beggar, and I'm not no motherfucking, I'm not no person that's not going to ask for help. But at the same time, it's just like, you telling somebody something over and over, that shit dead as hell. Dead. Wanting somebody to understand you after you explained it a few times, not one time, a few of them bitches. You feel me? Like, I just read some shit. Like, if people hear you, like, if y'all actively having a face to face conversation and they acted like they heard you, you feel me? But it's still the same shit. They disrespecting you. They don't respect you at all. If a nigga can't acknowledge the feelings that you feel, at least acknowledge them. It don't matter if you don't understand them in the moment. Like, acknowledge them. Like, try and sit there and really let it fall through. Ask questions. A lot of us is self-centered, and I know because I know I've been that, and I know what it looks like. I've been selfish in a way where it's like, this is mine. I don't want you to have none. I've been these things. I've been all these things that I be saying. So when I talk about it, it's true because I've experienced it and I've grown from it. I've allowed myself to do that. I don't look at situations like this is gonna eat me alive. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Sometimes when I don't know what to do, it's just that. I just don't know what to do. It don't mean to fucking wreck your brain and fucking have an aneurysm because you trying to think about what to do in a situation you can't control yet. You feel me? I'm really learning patience. Like, Patience is one of them things that's lifelong, like growth. Like, I don't know. I just can't see the person I was no more. I can't see that nigga living in this day and age. It's like I'm glad I was able to really be observant when I was young and really pay attention to everything, because it's like I wanted to know why this, why that. And I wasn't around people that I was able to do that freely with. As a child, you have to be able to do that. Children are free beings. While they're growing up, if you withhold information from them that they can't get access to yet, they're gonna fucking grow up not knowing shit. A lot of the things that I know is self-taught. In the beginning of my journey, I was brought a book. I was scared to go towards it because of what, my circle was on. You feel me? I refused because I was scared to not have those people on my side anymore. And so it took a minute for me to really start walking, understanding, knowing, having faith, trusting. It took me a long time. Look, we in 2023 right now. I started this journey at 19, my nigga. I'm 30. 11 years. You know what I mean? Like, I was brought a book. And the knowledge that, the understanding that I had of it so early, it's like I didn't understand some parts. And some parts I didn't agree with at the time. But the more that I go, it's like I can see. I can fucking see what I was reading. That's how you know some shit holds weight and it could go across generations forever. You feel me? Like, the person that was on this truth ain't on it no more. This path is not for the weak. So the things after that book I had to come to for myself. And it was only God guiding me. There was no one outside of me that could tell me, that could help me, that could lead me. I had to do it myself. I had to free myself. I had to heal myself. I had to create a relationship with God myself. There was no, man, I'm telling you, bro. And it was a choice. It has to be a consistent choice. I always, excuse me. I always talk about consistency, discipline, and action, and sometimes I gear it toward only one thing for myself, when it's applied to all of life. I've been consistent in my growth for a long time, man, and it's never gonna stop. I understand that. I don't want it to stop, because the minute you stop growing, you dead. It's stagnant. So I don't know, it's just a little short video, but life is it's amazing more and more every day, no matter what happens, because shit is temporary. Shit happens, and you could go on, you could move on, you could live on, if you allow it to pass. If there is something you don't know what to do about, don't fucking, give it up. Trust. Or go if you could figure out a way to make a move, make that move. Don't just sit there thinking about it the whole time, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, over and over. That just puts you in the mode of not doing anything, because you're gonna keep telling yourself, I don't know what to do. until eventually you don't do anything and years fucking pass and shit. You feel me? I'm grateful. Forever grateful. I know when I leave this motherfucker, I ain't gonna have to come back if I don't want to. I feel like you gotta start heaven here. Like, that's the only way. Once you see your heaven as your reality, when you actually do release from this body, the beauty that's gonna overcome you, the peace that's gonna overcome you, the joy that's gonna overcome you. You ain't leave this motherfucker with burdens. You ain't leave it with regrets. You ain't leave it like doing ill things. You ain't leave it like being a bad person. Like, that's what I think about. When I go, I want this shit to be seamless. So when I get up, when my soul release, me and God, we having a conversation. We had a barbecue. You feel me? Talking about, like, you seen that shit on Earth? That just happened. That shit was crazy, huh? Man, we got through that bitch though. It's gonna be good, man. I don't even know how all that shit worked. The fact that I have an imagination though, it does the work for me. Like, you can sit here and daydream about something, think about something, vision something, and something similar could happen, or you could see it, or things like that. One thing I've been getting hip to is YouTube videos of people making leather shoes, people counting money, people going on shopping sprees, people owning mansions, people building their own homes. I watch shit like that because it treats the subconscious. It lets the subconscious know that these things are possible because you haven't seen it before, and now you're seeing it. You're exposed to it. What you know, you cannot unknow. So once you have the answer to something, if you refuse, you lose. If you refuse to do it, then it's not gonna happen for you. Like, you can't be just sitting there like, why isn't this thing happening for me, and you ain't doing nothing to make it happen for you? You feel me? I feel like the work that we have to do here on earth is, whatever we want to be, we gotta physically meet with people. That is the work that we have to do. And whatever the craft is, that's what we have to do. As far as it getting to the people that it needs to get to, we don't have to worry about that. As far as it making the money that it's gonna make, we ain't gotta worry about that. As far as how far it's gonna reach, we ain't gotta worry about that. It's a dual teamwork with the energy and with you. There are some things that you have to do in order to be where you want to be in life. And as long as you know what your part is, where your lane is, you don't have to worry about the how and when. If you just do it and do what needs to be done with it, it's going to serve its purpose greatly to the fullest of its capacity. Because God said, you feel me? My dad, man, I talk a lot about my dad, but he a real inspiration to me. He said he don't move without God's word. He don't move without God's acceptance, without the okay of that. And that's so powerful. That is so powerful because he don't get into situations where it's hard to calculate the risk. It's not that he's not gonna a take leaps of faith. It's just that he intuitively understands that there are just some things you have to wait on God's answer for. It's it's crucial. You know, there's a shift of status happening. There's a shift of what the what the collective. It's a shift in what is cool, what is hot, what is new, what is popping. Like flashy shit, that shit is a thing of the past now. You feel me? Like cash and all that. Everything is about to just. I was thinking about the first shall be last and the last shall be first last night, and it's like it's perception. Of course, there are so many different ways I look at it. Like the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Is if you are first and you don't help the ones that are last, you will be last. Another way to think about it, another way that I think about it, is going full circle. But in my mind, it's full spiral. Because if you're going in full circle, you're just going and seeing the same things every single time you go around. If you're going in a spiral, there is things you're going up to see. You feel me? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. If you are in first, you will be last again. As something totally different on a totally different level. I just look at things in different ways. I look at things eccentrically and with substance and depth and shit. Like, the fuck? I know that has to do with a lot of different things. It's just a lot of things that are going to start weaving together seamlessly to the point where I'm gonna start talking like the words are seamless. I'm gonna start talking to where it's no way nobody can understand me. A 2-year-old gonna be able to look at a dog. A motherfucker gonna be able to look at it and feel it. You feel me? Well, the dog is not gonna look at it. You feel me? Shit. But the the hearing, the listening, is great. I love it. I love y'all.